I don't know if anyone else ever gets in these moods where they kind of take a step back and reflect. But I'm kind of in one of those moods right now. I've just started my sophomore year here at Belmont, and I'm in a new major, doing all sorts of new things. I did bold moves where I got to have some leadership development training and move other people in, and that was so exciting. And don't get me wrong, it's been amazing, but I've been reflecting on what the past year has brought me, because last year I moved 1,636 miles away from home to a state I had only ever visited like once, and that had been literally 3 months before I submitted the application to come here. And it was interesting because I had never been away from home for so long, and it was lots of fun and excitement, but it came with a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows. And one of those moments was literally like 5 days into the semester when I got a phone call from my mother saying that my grandfather had passed away. And I had a feeling it was going to happen. I had gone to see him in the hospital 2 days before I flew out to move here, because I had a feeling that if I didn't go see him, I wouldn't have the chance to say goodbye. And I knew that if I didn't have the chance to say goodbye, I would always regret it. Because I've seen my dad, I've heard my dad talk about his mom, and his mom passed away when he was 10. He never got to say goodbye. And I know it kind of eats at him, and I didn't want that to eat at me. But the Cancerian in me, who's very family oriented, knew that my family was struggling. I knew my dad was upset because his dad had just passed, and I knew my siblings were somewhat upset because obviously we had just lost our grandfather, and it hurt because I couldn't just go and hold them and tell them it would be okay. And it sucks being an empath sometimes, because that's all I wanted to do was go comfort them, and I was holding it together. And it wasn't until the funeral that I let myself cry, that I let myself feel all those feelings I had inside. And as I sat there, I was reflecting on memories I have with my grandfather, and I realized in that moment that a lot of these memories I have, my siblings never got the chance to. Like, my younger sister, I don't think she can ever remember a time where my grandfather didn't have an oxygen tank, because his health started to decline over the years. But I remember my grandfather without that. When I think about him now, that's how I see him. And it was just a time. And as I was sitting there, I was reflecting on a time a few months before. It was Memorial Day, and I was about to go visit some graves with my other grandparents, because that's our yearly Memorial Day tradition, because I'm the only one who can remember where all the graves are. And I remember I was thinking about all these people, all these gravestones I was about to go to. And I started writing this song in my head of things that I've thought, things I've wanted to ask, things I've wanted to do, things that I wondered that I would ask these people or what to do with them. And started writing that down. I made a voice memo, and then over the summer for one of our family movie nights, we watched a movie called Press Play, and it made me think about all the times where I don't live in the present, where I'm off thinking about the past or I'm thinking about the future, and I don't live in that present moment. But the thing about a present moment is it can go like that. You never know when someone can take it. And so when I got back to Nashville after the funeral, I allowed myself to feel all those emotions, and I started writing. I started writing this song. I started putting it together, really. All these things that I've wondered, all these questions I've had, all these moments that I remember, and how I need to stay in the present moment. And so now, on the day of the 1-year anniversary of my grandfather's passing, I think it's finally time that I shared it with you. This is Press Play, and I hope you enjoy. Sitting down at my concerts, my siblings won't get that, and that hurts. All the things you won't ever get to see me do, I'll do them for you. As I hear you say, press play, live life in the moment. I know someday that you're gonna make it. Press play, live in the moment. Don't ever let a single moment pass you by. Grandma Cecilia, I know we never met. I hope you're proud of me with a smile and a pat on the back. I bet you're hugging my cousin Shelby. I know my dad really misses his mommy. All the things you won't ever get to see me do, I'll do them for you. As I hear you say, press play and live life in the moment. I know someday that you're gonna make it. Press play and live life in the moment. Don't ever let a single moment pass you by. Grandma Hannah, I have your name. Fair hug from Grandma, I bet from you would feel the same. Could you teach me about flowers that I look at, laugh and giggle for hours? Cause Mom misses that. All the things you won't ever get to see me do, I'll do them for you. As I hear you say, press play, live life in the moment. I know someday that you're gonna make it. Press play, live life in the moment. Don't ever let a single moment pass you by. Uncle Ellen and Alice and Bertie, I've loved and lost, but I'm still smiling. To the ones I haven't made or haven't met yet, I'll do it I hear you say, press play and live life in the moment. You never know